disgruntledduck.com.
Hi guys, welcome back again. Another review today. This one, bought a few cheap kits recently, all under £20. I just want to build some tanks, so I thought we'd have a look what you get for, this one's about £15. So let's have a look. This is a Tamiya Panther 135th scale kit. In the box, right, top and bottom of the hull, one piece moulded, suspension's already on there. That looks alright, doesn't it? There's a couple of holes in the bottom, if that's for parts, or no, it couldn't have been a motorised kit, so yeah, it must be for parts. Here's the top. It's actually a fairly large kit, to be honest. It's very similar to the King Tiger, that does. So that's nice. It's a nice big kit for 15 quid, so can't go wrong with that. Here we've got some rubber band tracks. So we all know how we feel about them. Some people love them, some people hate them, but in this sort of price of a kit, I don't see any problem really at all. Right, next, just show you a bit of that detail on there. Not a ton to fit to the top. You know, I've just built a kit recently where all these parts were separate. But for 15 quid, what do you want? So as always, we've got our instructions. Fairly simple, as you can see. There's not really a ton of stuff. This is a great beginner's kit. The reason I want this, the reason I'm building this, is I want to build a pink Panther. I've seen a few people building them, and I think they look really cute, to be fair. So I've picked up some of this Villaggio Model Air in a light pink. So yeah, this should be quite a cool build when I get started on it. Now, what else do we have here? Got a nice little set of markings. I'm not going to be using that for this build, but there's a few different tank numbers we could have applied, and it's always nice to keep these. I might use that little skull, but the rest I'm probably not going to be using for this build. But there's a little look for you. Right, the wheel nuts. Feels a little bit of a softer plastic than normal. Yeah, these seem to feel a bit more rubbery. A little bit of bend in them. So that's going to be. Don't know how well they're going to hold the paint. They're not soft as the rubber tracks, but definitely need to clean these up with some soapy water before I use them, and prime them for sure, as I don't think they're going to hold the paint that well. We have got a couple of figures actually as well, so that's always a little benefit. As you've seen with me, I'm not mad keen on figures, just don't have the skill level to actually paint them to look that realistic. But it's always nice to have some stacks away for when I do get that skill level. We've got the jack on there, we've got the tools that are going to be fitting on the side, we've got some spare tracks. We've also got a couple of these little towing cables. Now, I'm not mad keen on the quality of these ones or the definition, so that might be a case where we might try and make some of our own for that. But as this is going to be a Pink Panther, I'm not even sure if they're going to be that necessary to fit on this, as it's more of a fantasy tank than something that's realistic. We've got our gun, seems to come in a couple of parts. Alright, then we've got, no sorry, that's not our gun at all, I don't know what that is. So that's our equipment, that's an equipment holder for the side. That's me completely wrong on that one. Here's our gun barrel. 2 parts, as you'd expect. Roughish texture on it, so if we need to sand it, we need to reapply that texture there. So a little bit of cement, well, plastic cement should be able to get that texture back. Mantle looks good, turret looks fine. It's going to be 3 or 4 pieces. We've got our guns here. As you'd expect, as always, really nice little bit of detail on these Tamiya kits. There's nothing at all that looks wrong or looks to be a problem. I don't really see much flash. Looks like it's going to clean up really nicely. And finally, we have our wheels. So we don't have polycaps for these because of the rubber nuts we've got, so that's what we'll be using for that. So the wheels should still spin if we want them to. But yeah, this is going to be a nice little kit. This should take a weekend to build, hopefully. Looking forward to this. There's the final part. So come back, this should be an interesting build. I'm going to film it, of course, and yeah, it's going to be bright pink, so that's going to be an interesting one. Anyway guys, thanks for joining me for this one. I've got a few more reviews coming up because I've picked up a few tanks at the minute, but this has been the Panther review. That's what we get in the box. Hope you enjoyed it, hope it's been helpful, and until next time I shall see you later, and happy modelling.
Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up and leave a comment.